me say good morning. Let me say good morning to the entire Tri-Island. Yes, good morning to everyone. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. Welcome to another edition of To The Point. For today, Wednesday, the 14th day, we get into that midway mark within the month of December. Time surely do fly. Let me say hello to my viewers via our social media platforms, whether you on the Facebook page or you will view in via the YouTube channel. Welcome to another edition of To The Point for today, Wednesday. And yes, we're going to have another open line this morning. No guests inside with us, so we're going to open the lines for you, listeners and viewers out there. You have the option of calling in, sharing your views, whatever concern that you may have, and you would like to express it in some way or the other. The option is open for you to do so. And I beg of you, please keep your comments short. Whatever you have to say, just get to the point and just get over it with it, please. And not too lengthy a time. I don't want to. I've been always told I need to impose, time limits, and sometimes I'm a little bit lenient on it. But sometimes I may have to do it because sometimes folks just seem to get the option to say whatever they have to say, and they're on for a pretty long time. So I beg of you, make your point, or whatever comment you have, whatever concern you may have, please do so and move on so we can accommodate another caller. 435-2041, 435-2041, that's the number to be part of today's program. And no specific topic. I always let you, the listening and viewing audience, come up with your own topic line, and somehow it becomes the dominant one. Someone may make a comment or two pertaining to a particular issue, and everyone may chime in on it, and it becomes a dominant conversation for the morning. 435-2041. Let me say hello and hi to those of you driving along the nation's road this morning. And if you travel along, I beg you to drive along with due care and attention. Yeah. Looking for the other road users. Could be the pedestrians who are walking along the nation's road, looking for them. Could be other drivers themselves, Yeah. Looking for them, and all will be well. Are we getting closer to Christmas 2022, folks? We're certainly getting closer to Christmas 2022, and certainly hope that when we do get to that particular day, we get there, everyone is alive, well, and able to share that day with friends and family. Let's grab our very first caller. Caller, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, GT. Good.
You
and
good?
How you do yourself?
I'm doing fine. Pretty well this morning.
All right, GT. This is something I've been thinking about.
Tell me.
The Honorable Prime Minister Dick Mitchell said the reason why Clark get away free because of resources. But I don't think so. No, this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think there is something more to it. We don't have the facts. But the something from the computer was missing, and something else from every other person that have to do with the case, that particular case. Something went wrong with that particular case. Now, something that it just doesn't add up. Now, although we do not have direct facts, but I believe, I dream a monkey pass, and the monkey say, a lot of money pass. Now, that was a dream, A lot of money pass. The captain down to cook in the kitchen, get a big cut for Clark to set free. Now that is what I had a dream, And my opinion all along, I was thinking something ain't right. So I try to understand what the Prime Minister says, but it's not adding up. And I hope that I understand to myself is not resources. But I hope that, as he says, that they will put things in place and in order so that that wouldn't happen again. So maybe the people who is in, they weren't able to get money, that is a dreamer, and share the money. But somebody must come out and talk. somebody must come out and talk, and something will come out, GT.
So what do you want them to say? What is it that you want them to say?
I want justice.
You want justice?
And justice has not... Pardon me?
No, I'm listening to you.
Justice has not been done in many cases. And in that particular one, it is so plain. Like if you're going to make a cake and you just don't want to do it, so you just throw everything there, so you just throw it away. That was planned and organized. And as the monkey told me last night, in sleep, a big piece of money passed.
Well, I guess that is just based on your opinion.
That is what I dreamed.
That is your opinion on it. You don't understand. As you said, it's a dream. It's a dream.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a dream.
Have a good one.
You too. Have a good morning. She's saying that's a one and a one that is not adding up. You're just getting two from one on. Sometimes it happens. Right? You try adding one and one together, and you're just not getting two. So for some reason, you have she knows. And actually, it's just a dream. It's just a dream. 435-2041. I think it's going to be a fun-filled morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, GT.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
Dreams are the pointer to the truth. I'm not necessarily I'm supporting the lady, but I'm just saying that dreams, sometimes we just found dreams can be a window to the truth of something. But anyway.
Sometimes.
My contribution this morning is around one of the statements I heard the Prime Minister made in the summing up of the budget.
Yes.
So there was either in his presentation about setting up a committee, kind of social partner committee. What I want to say is that there was a committee set up by the former Prime Minister, but he didn't allow the committee to work. The ideal of the committee is okay. That is called the social partners.
Okay.
That coming out of that, there was something called social compact, which I am and others work on it relentlessly. In fact, civil society contributed more than the other sectors for that document, for that compact. You had the chamber, the business. You had the TUC, you had the churches and so on. A lot of work was done in that. Civil society did not sign the compact because we protested because what was being done in Carriacou, because the very thing that the social compact speaks to in terms of process and governance and so on was being violated even before it was signed. And in fact, it was never really properly implemented. And I'm saying that instead of inventing the wheel, I'm suggesting to the new administration. In fact, during the budget consultation, that's one thing that we advanced that they need to be looked at. So we hope that we don't really invent the wheel. And there's just a revision. We need to look at it. The new administration need to look at it, review it, and see how we can make it more work and make it work because there's a blueprint. It's very, other people from other parts of the world, when they look at that, they can't believe that we didn't implement it.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that is something that the new administration needs to familiarize itself. And the government used to have that on their website. I don't know if they still have, but the social compact is a blueprint for good cooperation in this country. Mm-hmm. Many hard work was done on that. So it should not go to waste.
All right.
Thanks very much, DT. I know you have time to continue.
All right, man. Thank you a whole lot. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number to be part of To The Point this morning. And we're taking your phone calls, allowing you to express your views and concerns. Good morning to those of you via the Facebook page. I'm looking at you, of course, sending out your greetings and this morning, and all the best to you also. Let's go back to the phone line and take a little caller. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, sir. I hope you give me a little bit of time, maybe to make 2 points, appointed and established fact. Now, I have listened to what people in different parliaments have said in connection with a receipt. You One is telling me that he has a receipt and he shows it to the public. Another one is saying that to some extent this is a lie. Whom do you want me to believe? When you get a receipt, you're telling me now that a receipt is not valid. So as from now onward, no receipt is valid in Grenada. Because of the receipt, as I think, is something for future reference if you have problem. For example, if you purchase something, whether it's a car or a little form of sugar in the supermarket, they give you a receipt. And if you want to go outside and show the receipt, and then they come and they tell you, you have no evidence to show that you buy. So when people telling me that, they are trying to educate me the wrong way. So I know what to believe. At the same time, I've listened to the lady or people who said they were there with this police and man issue and child issue with the boy. And some people saying, I saw with, they don't even say this, sir. I see with my own eyes. Yes, for all. In the comment, down the line, they said that somebody tell them. So there is what the inconsistencies in this Grenada, I don't even know what to believe. And I would like you, or if you have the authority orders, to change this program into my belief, or I had a better word than that. Not making a point. My belief or my understanding or my observation or whatever, I had a better word, but it cannot reach my head now. It get out of my head. Because I have so much things inside me having a confusion. We in Grenada. And lastly, I went to the hospital to get something done with lab and so on. They cannot do all the tests. And I spoke about it on the air last night with that lady that comes on with Godfrey. And somebody, I didn't blame the past government, but somebody is telling me, I'm blaming the past government. I don't blame, I'm making an observation. And I said that I want them to buy more, whoever the government are, no, to buy machines and put it in the hospital so that people could get paid. In fact, I have to pay $600 and something for 2 tests, which I do not have. I'm on pension, Caliso. And I'm not blaming anybody particular. Maybe they don't have 4 sides. They must have 5 or 2 sides. So when they have 4 sides, they should know what to do. Put machines in reserve. Almost certain one minister who donate a machine because about 30 years now, he had $20 million when he gave his estimate of what he was. So what is it? You love. Donate a machine. And so I'm not blaming, and send people abroad to train, so that they'll be able to fix the machine. Send them in advance so that the machine cannot break down and people cannot get tests in Grenada. That's what I have to say.
Thank you, sir.
Change the name of your program. My opinion.
Thank you, sir. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. You have the option of calling in, folks, stating your views and concerns this morning. It's to the point for today, Wednesday. Yeah, I thought it was going to be an interesting program today, and it certainly turned out to be that way. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My concern is on the robbery that took place in Western last week with the old lady, and she called the police, and the police didn't respond. And then when she called back at 6 o'clock, the police asked her if she want them to walk to come, and I find that was gross negligence. And I find somebody should take that into consideration and investigate that. And then the corporal came and said that he don't know who told the lady that. I find this is real funny and stupidity in the police. So somebody should investigate that, because it's an old lady of 79 years and she got robbed and nobody check her out until 10 o'clock in the day. And this is sad. brothers. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you also for your contribution this morning. Thank you so much. Moving on to 15 minutes after the hour, it's time for us to take our first break in the program, and we're suddenly coming back with more. When we come back, we go to the Facebook page, grab some of the comments, and then we go back to the phone lines. Let's take that break. We're coming right back.
We all have wishes at Christmas. Maybe it's a car, repairs.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back loads of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada! It's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway, or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine, or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada! Ho, ho, ho!
Taste the real Ruta, enjoy the real Ruta, refreshing juice of every day. Oh, Ruta.
Local distributors, George F. Huggins and the Company, Distribution Division.
After a long year of waiting, Flow brings you the magic of Christmas giving. Discounts on devices to bring you closer to your loved ones. Prizes to enjoy with your family and friends. And the best in entertainment bundles for everyone to gather around. This Christmas, one gift brings many more. Like more data and speeds to share everything with the family. So sign up, bundle up, switch up, top up, or pay up to win $4,000 in cash or appliances plus other weekly prizes. For the best in Christmas deals and rewards, visit discoverflow.co.
Ace and Napper means getting help when you walk through the door. Ace and Napper is variety and quality at the right price. Ace and Napper has everything you will need for the household, for your lawn and patio. Even the highest quality paints, beautifying your home inside and outside. Just the right building supplies you need. And Napper providing the best in automotive supplies and accessories. The guarantee is we are so much more than a hardware store. Ace and Napper on the Morris Bishop Highway and Cross Street in the city. Ace will always be the helpful place.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
Welcome back to our listeners and viewers this morning. It's to the point for today, Wednesday, an open line edition, and which means you have the option of calling in, sharing your views and concern. I want to let you know our WhatsApp is also up and running this morning, so if you do have a comment you'd like to make and you want to do it via the WhatsApp, feel free to do so. You can use the same number to send us a comment via WhatsApp, 435-2041. And let's grab another caller via the this morning. Before we get, I promised I was going to go directly to the Facebook comment section, but I will just take this caller. I guess we lost that caller, so which means maybe I just do the Facebook comment section for a wee bit. Just having a bit of a problem in terms of laying my hands on it this morning for whatever reason. I'm not sure what's happening, but let's see if we can get that taken care of. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. I don't have much, but I want to speak very quick and brief.
There is a secret.
Somewhere last week I went to the General Hospital My mom was in the hospital and she's a pensioner, maybe collecting political money from the government, right? And she's 68, 69 going on with. And the doctor gave her the paper and then he told me to go and check somebody in some place or whatever, some wherever you are going to explain where you cannot pay the money or whatever. Anyhow, I reached there. As I explained to the lady that talked with casualties, the lady said to me, excuse me, everybody coming to me with a problem, but the family can't pay this and the family can't pay that. Go and pay the people money for me, please. Brother, I feel real embarrassed and I feel real bad, and I think the authority need to check up on this lady whosoever she is. She tell me she name is Miss Buck. That's only the name she gave me, Miss Buck. And the way how she said to me, go and pay the people money, everybody coming to me with this problem, and everybody has problem with their family, and this kind of thing. And that was real unprofessional to me, the way she speak to me, and to say she's still in a high office, and trust me. That is my contribution, brother.
Oh, yeah. All right, caller. Yeah. That's an issue there. I mean, that's just one side of the story, and it's not a side of the story that you like hearing about. And he didn't give exactly where he went to have that conversation with whoever you had that conversation. He did give a name, but that's one side of the story. I certainly hope we could get to the bottom of that. That is certainly not nice. Let's say good morning to the caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Telesford. Greetings. I trust that all is well with you in your corner. I heard that gentleman. I had an experience similar. We'll talk more about it next year. I was told recently because I'm criticizing the colonial government. I can't come to them to ask them for anything. That happens in this here country, and it's a pity, but let's go to the meat of the matter. As we come to the end of another interesting year in our little Grenada, and I'm preparing to shut my cut for this year, I want to go into a bit of pedantry. And I trust that in 2023, certain things begin to show some signs of change. I want to begin with GBN. By the way, can you tell me what a tri-island is, Mr. Telesford? I hear you talking about it all the time, even this morning. Grenada is an archipelago. Grenada is not a tri-island nor a tri-island state. Calivini belongs to Grenada. Sandy Island belongs to Grenada. We have an archipelago of islands, islets, and keys. Grenada is not a tri-island, was it a tri-island state? 2. This morning I heard a bit of news that some engineers have come in to attend to do some maintenance work on the seismic seismic measurement instruments that are within our territorial waters and on the land masses. And they had to do that because of lack of neglect. I asked myself the question, where are the producers in this radio station, the redactors, the editors, the supervisors? Something has to be wrong, and nobody is correcting it. It is just about time, Mr. Telesford. It is just about time. Or people continue. I heard a person this morning saying again, well, last week we would have done this. Hold there. Last week you would have done something, but you didn't, and you're still not telling us why you hadn't done it. What is happening in this here country, Mr. Telesford? I urge my people to think before they get on the radio and talk. Put your ducks in line. Think of what you want to say. I don't talk as a Yankinian Englishman. I talk as a Grenadian, and I say it as it is. Say it as it is, but as correct as possible, because we're talking to the world, for Christ's sake. And what are we teaching our children? I have a problem with that, and I'll continue, Brain. But I want to leave you all with this, Grenadians. 2023 shall be a year of serious struggles. A year heading into serious reform so that we can, in fact, have proper transformation. Remember this. The history has told us this. European history shows clearly, and this we were taught at school, I hope you did a bit of it too, that there was the Reformation. The Reformation. Then came the Renaissance. But between the Reformation and the Renaissance, which is the period of rebirth, You had to have transformation between. In other words, transformation is the physical thing that you see. It doesn't come by talking. And I trust that our people understand that we have to reform this country from the foundation. I want to hear how we will celebrate next year the 49th anniversary of our quote-unquote independence. I'm waiting. Now that we know we be ruled by a king high and mighty, I want to hear what the government's plans are for the people with disabilities in this here country. Violating the United Nations Convention on the Rights of People, blatantly violating, treating the people with disabilities in this country with scorn and scornful disdain. I want to see changes to this. So I'm coming back next year. As we wind down, I urge you to enjoy yourself for the Feast of the Nativity. Burn Santa Claus if you get a chance, because he's an evil man, come with a bag full of wind, taking all the money and going. Christmas is a bluff. The Feast of the Nativity to celebrate the birth of the Christ child. Thank you very much and have a nice day, Mr. Telesford. We'll be back.
Have a good day yourself, sir. 435-2041, 435, open line edition to the point for today, Wednesday, the 14th day of December. And we're taking your calls. You have the option of calling in and share your views and concerns. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Hello, good morning, sir, and good morning to everybody in Isle of Spice.
Good morning.
Within the CARICOM Pity Martinique. I just called to give you a big heads up, a long time I haven't called a radio station. But something I like to highlight, what is happening in Grenada. If you, I'll give you the head in the next day, but I'll just give you the line. It's the SS Uni Oats N Road. The SS Uni Oats N Road. And this comes from an anagram. Have a good day, boss, and enjoy the rest of the day.
You too. Have a good day yourself. Have a good day yourself. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number. So if you want to get on air live this morning, it's to the point, open line edition. So you have the option of calling in, share your views and concerns. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, and how are you?
Good morning. I'm all right. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
I'm here this morning looking. I saw two big ship in the harbor, and I noticed both of them left. I find the Ministry of Tourism should be on the ball and let people know, even on your station where you're listening now, should send a message and let the people know what is the reason the boat left. We shouldn't wait until 7 o'clock tonight to hear the news. Because some people may know, some people might know, but I hear, see.
So you're saying cruise ships, when did, caller, just one sec, when did the cruise ships came in?
This morning.
And they left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, irresponsible people, there are a lot of people looking forward to make something from this boat, and, people see going back. I find they should send a message on this radio station, especially the national station right now. People should know the reason why they left.
Okay.
I know they're going to say the news tonight, 7 o'clock, but at least they should send out a bulletin early than 7 o'clock tonight, if you get my point.
I get your point, caller. Certainly do get your point.
Right.
All right,
so
have a good.
This is what I'm wondering, because most people don't know what one. So they're supposed to know the reason why they will get information, so they should pass it on.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. And we're taking your calls live. If you do have a comment that you would like to make, a concern that you have, and you'd like to express it, you have the option of doing so. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning. I was told that the cruise ship left because the water in that area is too rough, and the captains were concerned about the people leaving the ship because it's dangerous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I guess that takes care of the first caller concern. So, as the lady said, it's not official. It's not official. So, as the caller mentioned, the water was pretty bad, and the captain did have some concerns about that. So, guess that sums it up for now. In terms of that's an unofficial statement there, but if we do get an official statement, we certainly will pass it on. 435-2041, 435-2041. It's To The Point here on K105 and GBN TV. Good morning to one and all, wherever you're at and you're listening. I want to wish you a lovely morning. We're taking your calls. Did promise to go to the Facebook page comment section and grab some of the comments there. And let me clear my line up a wee bit. My apology for the caller who was calling. And let's take a peek at some of the comments this morning via the comment section. And let me see what's available that I can show this morning. And looking at some of the comments, and certainly we'll get back to them shortly. And we're moving down to 30 minutes after the hour. Let's take a break. We're coming right back. Stay with us here on the To The Point for today.
Healthcare pharmacies have catered for all the early shoppers. So, start your Christmas shopping now and avoid the rush. Visit Gittins Healthcare pharmacies for your gift sets, toys for the children, hair care and body care products, along with your prescription and over-the-counter medication. Shop early and avoid the Christmas rush at Gittins Healthcare pharmacies. Central Depredin Street, Guab, the corner of Victoria and Jubilee Street, Grenville, and Wall Street, Grandans.
At Guardian Group, we've seen so many of our customers achieve great things. So, it's no surprise that after 175 years, our optimism is stronger than ever. Because when you've partnered with people to achieve their best lives as long as we have, you tend to see the world a little brighter every day. Guardian Group. Live easy.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. Welcome back. It's To The Point for today, Wednesday the 14th. It's an open line edition. Let's go back to the phone line and take our first caller in this segment. Good morning to you, caller. How are you?
Morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sometimes people mightn't know and people mightn't think, but with the weather we have now these days, anyway, it just happen not only now, and not because of the dark bill, but they have something they call undersea current. This is the bad one. It's just like when you're driving and you're going over speed bumps. Even when the ship reach back in the ocean there, the same way you're going, bumping like. I used to work on ship for a lot of years, and I see they take chance and dock in a couple places. One time in Cozumel and one time in Jamaica. At Cozumel, the ship was on the dock and the rope was tied. And people was walking and was walking on the side, and the ship pulled. They start pulling, and the rope just go and it just bust. and kill somebody right on the dock. So it does be dangerous. And not only there, I see it happen more than once.
Okay.
So that does be really dangerous. Sometimes they want to take the chance because it could happen and somebody could get killed. You understand? And the ground sea is the bad one.
All right, thank you for your comment, Cole.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's grab some of the comments from the Facebook comment section this morning, as promised. I think I have it settled there just a wee bit right now. And Mr. is saying, I must say that I am very impressed with the direction Grenada has been heading with the leadership of the Honorable PM Deacon Mitchell and his team. I'm given the feeling of the revolution once again with the community self-help volunteering attitude of cleaning up areas, planting flowers and painting of the walls, also removing garbage. You can feel the community spirit again as we once experienced. Let's take another caller before we grab more comments. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah, just wanted to air concern. That's about it.
Yes, go right ahead. Go right ahead. You're live.
Okay. Do I have to identify myself? No.
You don't have to. You just go ahead with your comment, sir.
Okay. Yeah. My comment has to do with the Beyond the Headlines program this week, right? Where Mr. Warm, I think Mr. Stevenson Warm as the host. On the program, he had three ladies that represented the Spotlight Initiative. Spotlight Initiative, as they explained it, has to do with the violence against women and girls. My friend, it was pretty disheartening. I mean, it was liberating at least to hear that there is a big drive, a big campaign to save our ladies and our girls. And as a social skill consultant myself, I was very proud to hear that there is an initiative to strengthen our girls.
Mm-hmm.
However,
yes, caller, are you there?
I'm catching up. Should I turn my TV down?
I would recommend, if you're having some form of distraction, you should. And you should have your radio or television lowered when you call.
That's all right. So my issue is, despite how liberating it is and how great and how proactive it is to have such an initiative that was funded by the EU to the tune of 6 million euros. One of the ladies, Ms. Jacinta, I think her name Alexis, who was on the show, did mention that the majority, or a vast majority, of the perpetrators against our girls and women are men, males. However, in that program, there is absolutely no mention of any program that targets the behavioral pattern of men. How are we going to solve this problem if we don't actually target behavioral change for men? I mean, she actually said it's the majority of the perpetrators are men. So what are we going to do? Are we just raising awareness? Will awareness change the behavioral pattern of men? Would a campaign do it? Or do we have to actually get to the bottom and actually put programs? And I've spoken to them about it before. I've written, as a matter of fact, I've written on that topic, and it would seem that nothing has been done to that end. So I'm just sharing my views on it.
All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you for your comment this morning. And I certainly someone in authority is listening and probably make a different approach to it and probably use some of the information that you shared and have that problem taken care of.
Appreciate my friend.
Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435-2041. And I'm getting some information here from the Grenada Tourism Authority. And they say they're pleased to advise that out of abundance of caution due to the heavy swells currently experiencing at the Melville Street cruise ship terminal, the two cruise ships, the POA, that's a Ventura, and the Adelpha Perla, that was scheduled today, have left the port. Please also note that the ships are unable to tender the passengers to shore. So that's a release there from the Grenada Tourism Authority. So those of you who had, so for the caller who did call and wanted the reason why, and we did also have someone calling and sharing what they thought also, but this is another release there from the Grenada Tourism Authority. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's take another caller. Caller, good morning, welcome. Good morning to you, caller.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
Would you mind lowering your radio or television in the background? It may be some distraction to you because you're probably going to hear yourself delayed and could cause a problem.
All right.
I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to have that taken care of. And
all right. You okay now?
Yes, we're good. Let's go.
Yes, sir. What I'm saying in these days, I realize that we have new words coming into our vocabulary, or we make new statements. Whistleblower, under the carpet, and, level playing field, pipeline, put it in your pipe and smoke it, all these new words coming in, fine print, icing on the cake. But sometime this week I heard on your radio station, somebody was saying the whistle has been blown from the former administration concerning what had happened there with this money and the passport. But to me, there was a problem in the party where a guy had left and went on because he was denied of a diplomatic passport. And he left the party and he went for nomination of leading the NDC. But to me, he was not successful. And what I'm saying is that now, I find our Prime Minister now is so virgin, he's so clean and holy without blame. As you know, just a few months he came into the party. And I find that he is not sufficient to put up that fight. I don't think so. I think he's been influenced somehow. And to me, that whistleblower that went out there, if Mr. Michel did give him that passport, nothing so would have happened. I mean, this is just my feeling, and I want to express it this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you also for your comment this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. We're moving up to 18 minutes before the top of the hour this morning. Here on To The Point, an open line edition this morning. Back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Greetings, and how are you?
Doing pretty all right, sir. Good morning.
Okay, once again, all the best for the season to you and the staff, the listeners, and all those who participate in this program.
And same in return to you.
Just some related points. Especially, I think the caller before raised the issue of the, beyond the headline, I think it was, in terms of the subject on violence, domestic violence, especially among girls and women, gender-based. And I think for the past 2 or 3 weeks, there has been 16 days of activism. And it has dawned on me that truthfulness, honesty have to come out, and sufficient things, obvious things to me, are not being looked at. And I think, I hope I get the caller correct. One of the issues is that incorporating the men.
Yes.
Right, and ensuring that the attitude and behavior, towards that. And a point I had in mind, and I recognize that it was raised earlier on another radio station by a regular caller, that sexual harassment, how far do we take that? For years now, and it is more embarrassing now within this Christmas time. That's why I said some related issues. We have, I wouldn't say calypso per se, but soca. And now we have parang. And the way that men especially, although you have women who sing songs, and you have women who go to the shows of these men, and describe the body, especially the private part, of the women, to me, is not incitement and sexual harassment. what the government and the various institutions, including Ministry of Social Development, those people who were on your program this week, how are they treating these things? We have in prime time, throughout the day, whether school is on vacation or not, this vulgarity of songs, sexual connotation, inducement, advertisement, even on the school buses. How do we intend to curb this thing? Are we just exploiting the United Nations and World Bank money and to say that we are in line with treaties with the United Nations Development Plan? Are we just the artificial movement and most of the funds is being directed to special people and to administrative staff? We need to reach out to the community, and not only once a year or when a topic comes up, we make a show on television. There are many issues, and some people condemn others who, all of us, have liquor faults. And I can pinpoint particular Miss Jeremiah. All of us have limitations, and they ridicule when sometimes people express a religious or spiritual point of view. But look, people say the reason for the season is about Jesus Christ. And we corrupt the whole idea of Christmas, not only commercialization, but with vulgarity. I heard that there are certain parents linking Jesus Christ to the body parts, women, all sorts of things. I am giving a challenge to your station, to you also, and other radio stations. GIS, the Prime Minister, the government, to see how they can look at the lyrics of Calypsonian soca artist Parang Show, to regulate that. Because in my opinion, there should be law to prosecute all these singers and writers who violate, desecrate, incite, and whatever word. This is a form of sexual harassment, and not only the gentleman who might be on the road and say, "Hi lady, how are you?" And if that lady don't like this individual, they can go to the station and make a report, and maybe criminal court case can take place. There's other blatant, glaring issues in terms of how we deliver songs on your FM station and saying we have to accommodate the youth. We are encouraging and inciting sexual harassment by what we do and how we do it. And let's not be a hypocrite as we enter into the new year with this transformation agenda. Let us be holistic, socially, spiritually, religiously, and meaningfully, or else we are not balanced, we are not integrated. We're doing things for our show. All the best, my brother, for accommodating me, and I hope that what I said, it is interpreted in the way I want it, in the spirit and substance of an intention. Any clarification can be gotten, but just pay attention to these songs. Yes, now talking about a broadcast policy, we can get it, but in particular, we need to regulate these songs and charge the guy, the soca artist, whether in a private show or a public show on the radio stations. These songs should not be allowed for our young children and even the girls exposing themselves for the men. All of this to me is abuse. Thank you very much.
Thank you also very much, caller. Certainly do appreciate your comment there. Made loads of sense. Let's take a break. We're coming back with our final segment. We're moving up to just about 12 minutes before the top of the hour. Let's take that break. When we come back, we get into our final segment of To The Point. We're coming right back.
Gather family and friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get a GCCU Light Up Your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
The loss of sexual desire and endurance can be both devastating and frustrating to a man. To gain these feelings back with a sense of power and stamina that lasts, use Hard On Plus.
The product has 5 main ingredients: ginkgo biloba, L-arginine, panax, ginseng, Tania somnifera, zinc sulfate. It is a complete male enhancement drug. The effects is long-lasting, up to 48 hours. There are no side effects, safe to use, even if you might be suffering from conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, etc. Don't suffer in silence. There is help, and you can find it.
Hard-On Plus is available at Gabriel's Pharmacy, Pedmotor St. David's Pharmacy, Thebayade, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, Grenville, Health Plus Pharmacy, Sutton Brown Street, Grenville, We Care Pharmacy, Granby Street, St. George's, Gittins Pharmacare, Halifax Street, St. George's, Grenada Pharmacies, Hills and Valley Pharmacies, St. George's, Grenville and Carriacou, all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, and Atlantic Health Supplies.
Ace and Napper means getting help when you walk through the door. Ace and Napper is variety and quality at the right price. Ace and Napper has everything you will need for the household, for your lawn and patio. Even the highest quality paints, beautifying your home inside and outside. Just the right building supplies you need. And Napper providing the best in automotive supplies and accessories. The guarantee is we are so much more than a hardware store. Ace and Napper on the Morris Bishop Highway and Cross Street in the city. Ace will always be the helpful place.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers this morning. It's To The Point for today, Wednesday, the 14th of December. And we're taking your phone calls. It's an open-lined edition for To The Point for today. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Good morning. I wish to identify with everything said by the last caller. Now, Christmas has moved, the celebration of Christmas has moved from the sacred to the secular to the vulgar. And we must bear in mind, we claim to be a Christian society. We must understand the meaning of the word we use. I'm not talking to appease those who don't believe in Christmas or whatever. But there are certain holidays in the year. The spelling should be so modified to suit the meaning of the holidays. For instance, Independence Day, Emancipation Day are HOLIDAYS. Easter, Good Friday, and Christmas Day should be spelled HOLYDAYS. And any government not taking the action to stop this vulgarity in shows, in music, on radio stations, don't come and tell me this nonsense about men taking advantage of women. It starts in the air. Thank you.
Thank you also, caller, for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's a number, open line edition, and certainly giving you listeners and viewers the option of calling and sharing your views and concerns. Let's go back to the phone line, take another caller. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Yes, Mr. Johnson, good morning. Mr. Johnson, I really would like to endorse the sentiments of your last two callers. Because I said it before, and when you speak about things of God, it seems that a number of people in Grenada want to devour you. And they're saying they know God, they don't want to hear about God again, they know God. Anybody who say they know God will always want to hear about Him, will welcome things that are said about God, are promoting God in our society. Too much evil. I don't believe that those people who had the 16-day days and all the different things that they say, they're having to protest or to change the behavior of men towards girls and women. I don't believe them in. They're just using these things to popularize themselves, because these things cannot change the heart of any man. It cannot change the behavior of people. The only thing that can change a person is God. He's the creator. He made humankind. He made us. Satan came in. He caused sin. Jesus came. He died so that we could be saved from sin, repent of our deeds, and live the godly life that God made us to live. So when we don't want to hear about God, and everything else is secular, we don't want to hear about God. I spoke about something that I want to say, oh, this woman always talking about God, and she this and she that, and she's ridiculed. I don't care. Jesus himself was ridiculed, and he was the one that died to save those who crucified him. So if Grenadians do not want God, no matter which government go, which government come, yes, some government more devilish than others, yes, because that's what their leadership and others do, and the country suffers for it. But if Grenadians do not want to turn to God in repentance and ask God to have mercy on us and pray, we will never get rid of anything, because only God can change the heart of man.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. 435-2041. Just a few more minutes left on today's program, and you have the option of calling and sharing your views and concerns. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir. I don't know if I have much time, but I want to recommend to the government, the Minister of Finance and the Foreign Minister, to look into the citizen of our country and the selling of our passports. There's a lot of money remaining from the selling of our passport. In St. Kitts, the government awarded the people of that country $500 and $400 respectively from the profit of selling of our passports. And recommend it to the Foreign Minister and the government and the cabinet to look into it and to see how much money we're making from the sale of our passports, and to share the dividends to the poor people of our country.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Have a good morning. 435-2041. We probably could accommodate maybe one or two more calls if they do come pretty quickly, and if the individuals who call in do state what their views and concern quickly. Let's go to over to the line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Yes. What I call to do is to admonish those who acknowledge the Christ Mass Day. People must learn to honor God with due respect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you also. 435-2041. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, sir.
Right, very briefly. I want the government of Grenada, whether a private company or whosoever, and Maurice Bishop International Airport, to put a KFC fry somewhere around right in the airport. I'm not a lover of KFC, but I don't eat a little bit sometimes. You have to sit down in the airport for how much hours before you could go get the flight over there. So now you're hungry. Somebody could go there and buy a little bit of KFC or buy a nice little soup. Instead, it's a dry bread thing yesterday on the other side of the road. I want the government to put a nice KFC there for the people who love the little KFC. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hold on. The reason why I say that, I was in a particular country the day before. And so developed, my brother. You make one little footstep here, food here, KFC here, this here. We need to provide something good in the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Thank you, sir.
Thank you also. 435-2041. We probably could accommodate one more call, and we're going to wrap today's program. 435-2041. If it comes within the next 10 seconds, we will accommodate, or we take a wrap for today. And here's a call. So let's take it, and then we wrap. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, GT. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Lovely, lovely. I want to talk to the men.
You want to talk to the men?
Yes. You see, the issue of men being abusive or gender-based violence that we are talking about right now, I think the men have been abandoned in the sense that they're not given a voice, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And men do not want to take the voice, but you still have to give it to them. You see? So most times, a lot of men become abusive because they are stirred up by things within the home or within the family or whatever the relationship is. But the men have a less tendency to hold back. They tend to share faster. So they want to hit, they want to cuff, they want to kick, they want to beat up. But ladies are powerful with the vocal expression. And so they destroy the men psychologically, and the man who doesn't know how to cope and doesn't want to go for the help turns that into violence. Now, I'm telling you this because I'm helping men and women, victims, survivors, perpetrators, with a program that I've developed to help combat mental illness caused by gender-based violence.
Yes.
And these are my discoveries. The men want help, but we're not doing things to help the men. We are just say, you're a perpetrator, go on. Put them there, prison, whatever, take away the family, destroy them. But we should solve the internal problem in the family. The root of the problem is not looked at, brother. And that's why we're having so much issues right here. I won't take it short because I know time is close.
All right. Thank you so much for your comment, caller. And you certainly made an interesting point there. Thank you so much. Hey, folks, that's what we take a wrap for today's program. It's a pleasure, as always, taking care of it for you. Join me again tomorrow here on K105 and GBN TV for another edition of To The Point. All who contributed in whatever way, whether it's comments via the Facebook page, you called in, thank you so much. Have yourself a lovely day today. That's what we take a wrap for today's program. Have a good one, folks. Goodbye.